WinTV 247. We cover the coverage globally from Africa to Asia, America, the Middle East, and Europe. Trend with WinTV and go viral on the internet any day, anywhere, anytime on any of the mobile devices, Blackberries, Androids, iPhones, iPads, and of course your PC. Contact us via wintv.media@gmail.com or call these numbers 0803-581-2081 or 0705-534-3121. WinTV 247, covering the coverage.
Alright, we're moving one step forward, but this particular phase is now popular on WinTV 247, but we want to take it to the next level. We're here with the Chief Operating Officer of Nigeria Internet Registration Association, Mr. Okpe Oduson. Sir, it's a pleasure to have you once again.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Sir, let's talk about this. We've had a discussion with you where you told us things about local content.
Yes.
Now, NiRA is doing something in partnership with IXPN.
Correct.
It's going to revolutionize what local content looks like in Nigeria, but we want you to be the one to share what it's going to look like to the entire public.
Okay. Local content, it's key to internet development in any country. Okay. You create content and you upload it. So every time you create, you upload. But if you don't create, you then download. You download what other people are creating in other parts of the world and you consume it. What is local content really? It's about text, graphics, video, audio, the basic things that people enjoy on the internet. You go to Facebook, you go to YouTube, you see all these videos. These people are creating this content. And Nigerians, we need to create more of that, and then we upload more instead of just consuming and downloading all the time.
Wow. So let's move into the event that is coming very soon. The date is not yet broadcast to the entire public, but we know it's going to be a revolution. Please tell us about the project that is forthcoming, the benefits to the entire society.
So the project is, we are working on a workshop. We have a local internet content forum. It's going to be a workshop, 2-day workshop, where we want to invite producers of content. That could be a newsletter producer, it could be a blogger, it could be a internet IP producer, it could be a video or music artist that want to create content that they want to share with the rest of the world. Important thing here is that original content, not copying other people's content and redistributing, but original content. And it's a 2-day event. It will help Nigerians that are interested in creating their own content. They will learn how to monetize, because that's ultimately when you create something and you either give it for free or you want to be able to get some return. So at this workshop, people will learn how to monetize their content. It could be old video, it could be old audio, it could be old newsletter that they wrote somewhere and they feel is important for people to see. This workshop will teach them how to monetize it, how to make money out of it. And it's also going to be a forum for people to really understand that a lot of this content that we are creating or that we will create in the future can be hosted locally. There are advantages to hosting content locally. They are cheaper because they are within the confine of our environment. It's a lot cheaper if you host it in Nigeria in any of our providers than when it's outside of Nigeria, because then you have to travel outside on the bandwidth to get to those content.
Well, so on a final note, just a call to the entire public to expect it. Just a call. Invite who and who should attend.
I'm inviting bloggers, students, artists, Nollywood, especially Nollywood, university graduate research, anybody that can create a content. Content meaning text, original content, things that you created. You created using basic tools, Microsoft Word, Adobe tools, and Photoshop, and anybody that can create content that makes sense, that you think other people will be interested in. You'll be surprised how this forum will give you information that you can use to monetize those content. You will now be able to derive income from the comfort of your house.
So, bottom line, the benefit to the Nigerian economy, you want to say?
The benefit is huge. Every time we register a domain outside of Nigeria, let me give you a number. By our own estimate, there are at least 200,000 domain names, not .ng name, but just regular .com names that our Nigerians have registered. They're paying at least $6 every year. So multiply 200,000 names by $6. That's the amount of money that's leaving our shore every day. They're not creating jobs for Nigerians, they're creating jobs for people outside of Nigeria. Wow. So it's important that not only do we host our content locally, we put it on .ng, and the whole money, the economy benefit. The money comes back to Nigeria and the economy benefits from it.
Okay, one step ahead from the interaction with the CEO of NiRA. Right now, I want to interact with someone that sits on the board of this noble association.
My name is Akimbo A. Cornerstone. I'm a member of the board of trustees for the Nigerian Internet Registration Association. I also chair the board of the Young Internet Professionals. I'm currently the acting president of the Young Internet Professionals. And that's all for the take.
Okay, let's do this. About local content, looking at Nigeria.
Looking at Nigeria, the first question that comes to mind is local content, internet, graphics, words, text, movies, sounds, all those things that make our culture. And not to forget, we have over 250 cultures in Nigeria. And then the blending with the modern world, and then trying to look at the extent of spirituality, entrepreneurship. Local content is very, very big in the country Nigeria. Yeah. And when we now say we want to domicile those content in our country, it's a way of showing how matured we are, or how we're reaching the age of maturity when it comes to the word internet.
Let's move one step. You're young, you're vibrant, and you have to interact with young people that actually do more of the consumption of this content. For instance, my project is lying on the desk of a professor somewhere in my university, and somebody should be able to access it while doing research. What are your words for the Nigerian institutions now, not just students?
Yeah, some years back ago, we had problems with the issue of results in my school. I went to OAU, to say the least, and I told them I advocated for what we call the e-portal. I started advocating in other schools, and IFE took it last. As at that point, there was what we call the Internet Professors Project, where we were thinking of making all our research paper online, and then another lecturer from another school could actually take you in one or two classes. IFE took it late, but they're trying to work on it. Now, for the average student out there who wants to make it, he needs to begin to think of how to challenge the educational sector, the authority, by first of all standing out. There are so many online courses free of charge that you can take, but there are some that have been locally created by Nigerians, for Nigerians, in the Nigerian perspective. And you know what I mean when I say the Nigerian perspective. What the average youth in the other country will take 3 years to learn, we will take 1 year to learn it. And that has made us stand out in the League of Nations. So my advice is step out of your zone and don't use your social media for the fun of it. Use your social media for the educative part.
So we're going to be having a close-up with you on that particular discussion. But for now, let's look at the project that is coming to revolutionize local content in Nigeria.
Now, to localize local content in Nigeria, the average youth should start looking at how to get a .ng domain name. Wow. With the .ng domain name, you do a lot of things. And with the .ng domain name, you can now look at what we call the I-entrepreneurship. I think that's the best advice I could give to you. Focus on domain names that have the .ng and start thinking of how to bring your content home. Thank you.
On the last note, sir, I'm not going to leave you without this. The event that is coming up soon, we're not mentioning the date, the Internet Local Content Forum. Please tell us about it. Okay,
the local internet content program that is coming up very soon is an avenue to reach out to stakeholders to ensure that they invest in the country called Nigeria. When you define democracy, you say for the people, by the people. Now the definition is local content for Nigerians, by Nigerians, without having to face the whole world without it.
This is what we're keeping it brief. Please post your comments about this and share this video. We shall be bringing you more sight and sound and as the event unfolds on this unique one, local content in Nigeria. So I want to thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, as we move to the next phase in driving this particular process, local content in Nigeria, we'll have some of the stakeholders for this unique gathering right here, Lagos, Nigeria. So let's get to meet you.
My name is Salvation Alibo. I'm the CEO of Syscom Tech.
Wow. let's have you tell us about your company, Syscomtech.
Okay, Syscomtech is a Nigerian internet and web service provider. We're members of NiRA, Nigeria Internet Registration Association, as registrars. Okay, our stake in this place is representing the registrars, the entire web hosting industry in Nigeria, and we want to particularly make sure that hosting this local content in Nigeria, as the market is being created, as the awareness is being driven, that there's actually a place where these people can run to be able to host locally. Yeah, because you don't just tell someone this soup is good without providing first the soup.
Wow.
So that's our place here.
Okay, now in the next couple of weeks, let's use weeks now, something's going to be hitting Nigeria, the local content forum that is coming very soon. What should the public expect on your words for the registrars out there?
Okay, particularly affordable local hosting services, okay, because that has been a major challenge for Nigerians. Hosting locally has actually been for the bigger conglomerates, the bigger companies, those who can pay the data centers for it. But we are coming in to make sure that the hosting services is affordable to the common content developers, the small businesses, the bloggers, the small organizations, those who that used to just pay for $10 hosting online. Okay, so we want to make those packages available for them, not a co-location scene where you have to buy a whole server and put in, but just subscribe to what you need and pay for what you need. Yeah.
Now, you want to tell us some of the benefits of this particular project to Nigeria as a country? To
Nigeria as a country, wow, that it's amazing. It's amazing. For example, most of us, the sites we actually host, the sites we publish, is for the Nigerian market, really. Who is reading your website? You advertise in Nigeria. You pay for newspaper adverts in Nigeria. You go online. The audience you're targeting are Nigerians. Your immediate buyers are Nigerians. If you're providing content, your audience is probably Nigerians. Okay, so if you are serving the Nigerian market, so your primary concern should be that Nigerians will be able to access your content at any time. So what if SAT3 goes down? What if the submarine cables linking us to the world goes down? What if people are not able to, at every point in time, there should be Nigerian content available to Nigerians, even if there is no foreign internet, cable for you to go outside. You should be able to see your content here, and that's what we are driving at. So that there should be a Nigerian cloud, Nigerian content for Nigerians available to Nigerians at every point in time.
So because you're young and vibrant, I want you to leave few words for the Nigerian students now. Look into the camera and leave words for them in order to embrace what is coming very.
All right. For the Nigerian student, it's very important that you realize one thing: you are the future of this country. Everything that is being said today or done today is going to affect your future. The country you're going to live in is what we're talking about today. So you better follow the trend today, especially if you're in the IT line. Okay, you're going to be playing in the IT industry tomorrow. Follow the trend today, so that you would know where we have been, where we stopped, and know where to enter into, so that you don't come and enter years back, okay, in the future, but you should enter exactly where you ought to go in, hit the ground running. Okay, follow the trends and work with it.
Thank you. Please.
For the Nigerian students also, see, internet is a lot of money. That's actually how come I came into it. Okay, it's a whole lot of money, and there is money for it. Money in it for you as a student. If you are a blogger today, there is money in there for you. If you are a web hosting service provider, there is money in there for you. Join us at that event. You probably learn how to monetize those ideas that you have.
Wow.
Okay, those internet content that you make available for friends to read, all those things that you just share, funny jokes and all that, you can monetize them. Something to pay bills as a student, something to help daddy and mommy with. Okay, come around for that event. You may also want to become a reseller in web hosting services. is an opportunity. There's a whole lot of opportunity in there for you as a student. So just be there.
Don't get it wrong. We're going to be continuing discussion with him when we get to the office physically to meet him so that he can take us around the opportunities that are there on the internet for young people, especially with the students actually schooling right now. I'll see you on the other side. My name is Christopher Morris.
Hi there! Give that event of yours a global reach on the world's largest TV via social media live streaming on YouTube.
We are talking about it being seen by your friends, family members, clients, and followers on a social media space, live as it happens.
Make yourself available on any of these devices: the BlackBerry, Android, iPad, your PC.
This is a wake-up call for event planners, corporate organizations, political parties, and even individuals to take advantage of this opportunity to exhibit themselves, products, and services.
We know you want your indigents, home and abroad, to get the story as it's happening live on YouTube, and that is what MicroRest Nigeria Limited is offering you.
Corporate organizations, institutions of learning, and even private individuals to take advantage of this great opportunity.
We're talking about your annual convocation, matriculation, your convention, political rallies, and what have you. Give it a global audience and make it available to your audience anytime, any day, anywhere,
live as it happens.
National anthem.
MicroRest is the place of innovation and the place where you can make yourself heard on a global platform.
MicroRest, the hub of social media, new media, and ICT solutions.
Yes, boss.